What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another home decor haul of mine. This is all about Christmas home decor. This will probably be my last Christmas home decor haul. I think I have found all of the missing pieces that I was on the hunt for. So I hope that you guys will enjoy this video. Let's jump right in and get started. All right, we are going to start out this haul with a huge assortment of these little mini faux Christmas trees or winter trees. I have a bunch here and I wanted to group them all together real quick just so that you can see how different they are. You can see the different styles that you could find just to see how you could work them in your home decor for Christmas or for the holidays this year. I love all of these so much, but as you can probably tell, they all have like different vibes going on with each of them. I really love these little faux Christmas trees because they can be so effortless and simple. You could stick these on your table, a shelf, on a mantle, and you're good to go. But if you want to add a little bit something extra and get them to look a little bit more fancy or personalized, you can totally do that just by adding some mini ornaments or some mini garland. But if you do want something simple, these are great options. And like I said, you also have that option to personalize them throughout the years to kind of have them go with your Christmas decor as it changes and evolves, and you kind of pick different themes for different years. So I did invest in quite a few of them this year because I'm confident that as my style changes throughout the years for Christmas decor, I will be able to change these and kind of just give them a different look depending on what I put on them, if I do want to add anything fancier to them, and then also the bases that they come in. I'm able to change those out and stick them in different things if I really want to. So I am all about these little mini Christmas trees. They're the first two that I wanted to mention, and I actually purchased two of these ones because I did like them so much. So as you can see, these do have a little power strip to them. They are plugins, which is definitely what caught my attention. I did have to supply the little like actual plug part. They just came with the USB port, and then I was able to plug these right in. But I was so excited to see these because I love things that light up, as I'm sure you guys probably know by now. But I really try to stay away from battery operated lights just because I don't tend to use those as much. And I feel like when I do use them, I am constantly replacing batteries. So I try to only stick with plug-in options. I just really love the shape of these. There was not much like fluffing that I had to do with the branches or anything to put them into place. They just looked naturally easy. I love the flocking that these have. I've seen so many trees that are just overly flocked to the point where you can't even see any green underneath. And these just have a lot of flocking, but I can still see those green undertones, which is something that I love about these. I also really like the little bases that these come in. I think that they're just super cute, very neutral. Here's an up close view of this one. You can see what I was talking about with the undertones of the green, still able to come through even with the flocking. The lights are so well hidden. There you can see a little bit of the wire, but I think the lighting work on this was just so nicely done. I wanted to share with you guys how these trees look when they are on. There you can see, they're just so beautiful. They are LED lit, but because there's not so many lights on here, I don't feel like it gives off that cold feeling. And then again, real quick, here's how they look when they are not on. So I totally love both looks. All right, next up, this is probably the tiniest little arrangement that I have found, but I thought that this was so cute. It does have some like extra fanciness to it. So for this, you don't even have to mess with it. It's already got that like extra something special. I love these tiny little pine cones. This also has really nice little touches of some faux snow, some flocking to it. So it's not like overly done, but you can still see little bits and traces. And then it also has some really cute red little jingle bells. The tree itself is sitting in a glass jar, and then the jar is wrapped with some burlap. And then on top of that burlap, you see a cute little bow with, again, another set of little red jingle bells. So I just thought that this was so adorable. And there is an up close view of the branches, the greenery, and then the little details that this one has. Here is my next tree. So in our living room, the main room of our home, the room that we spend the most time in, we have a total of 5 Christmas trees. I have one 7.5 foot, one 6 foot, and then I think 2 4-feet trees, maybe 1 2-foot, and now this one. I'm really hoping to get a whole home Christmas tour up on my channel before the season just flies by. And so as long as I do, you'll be able to see all of the Christmas trees. But I kind of wanted to create like a foresty effect in that room and just kind of surround the room with trees. And none of those Christmas trees in that room are flocked. So I needed to find something that had no flocking to it. Personally, I just could not put a flocked tree next to an unflocked tree. In my mind, it just wasn't making sense. So I came across this one and I knew that this was going to be the perfect fit and kind of the last little tree to my collection for that room. So pretty much with any faux floral, I always try to find a multi-dimensional look. I always want to see multiple colors in an arrangement just because I feel like it gives the arrangement more of like an organic and authentic look. In my opinion, it just looks less fake when there's multiple colors going on, and that is what this tree has, and that is what I love about this one so much. I have a lot of like really eye-catching statement pieces for this Christmas season throughout my home, and so when I'm able to find just these little simple accent pieces, I really like to incorporate some of those in there as well, just so that my house is not like overwhelming with really bold pieces. And I think that this little tree is just perfect for that reason. I love that this has a really cute little buffalo check wrapping to it. Again, you could totally leave this as is, or you could stick it into something else. Just because the base is so small, it can be worked into so many different little pots or vases or crocks even. All right, next up is this really beautiful winter tree. I don't even refer to this as a Christmas tree. This is one that I will leave out throughout the month of January. Nothing about this in my eyes reads like only Christmas vibes. I see a lot of like winter vibes when I look at this one. The flocking on this is absolutely gorgeous. It has some of the pine cones to it that are also flocked, and I just thought that this was so beautiful. I love the depth of this. It's nice and wide. I was able to position these branches to give off more of like a bigger arrangement. And then on the other hand, if you wanted something more narrow, you could just bend in the branches and give it more of a narrow look. I was just wanting to find something that was a little bit more fuller, a little bit more dramatic and eye-catching. This is actually going to be going on the center of our dining room table here, and I'm going to just be sticking this base into a vase. Propping this up into a taller vase definitely gives it a lot of height. Okay, here is my next Christmas tree find. This one is totally opposite of the last one I shared. This one just has Christmas vibes. So this is not one that I would keep out past the month of December. I still really loved it because of those really beautiful traditional red accent colors that this one has. Here you can see the beautiful little ornaments that also have flocking to it. It's just so gorgeous, I think, and so much fun. Okay, here is my last arrangement, and this one might be my favorite one. I don't know what it is about this one, but I feel like it looks so real and so authentic. I love this because of how real it looks. It has like clusters of flocking to it, which I think is such a cool detail. And the plant itself is kind of more like wild looking. It looks a little bit wilted, as if the snow is kind of weighing down the branches a little bit. I just thought that this one was gorgeous, and this is another one that I have no problem leaving out through the month of January, which just makes me happy because my investment on these are able to stretch out a little bit longer as home decor pieces, and they're not just Christmas specific. All right, next up are these two little mini wooden signs. I have talked about signs like these in previous Christmas home decor hauls, as well as several fall, autumn home decor hauls. I just love these little signs because, again, they add a really effortless pop of seasonal decor. They do not take up much space, and you can literally place these anywhere throughout your home. I myself usually just use these on like my shelves or my mantle, but like I've mentioned in those past home decor hauls, these would be great if you do seasonal gallery walls. Just switching these little signs out throughout the seasons would be so adorable, I think. So here's the first one. I really like this. It is a full block of wood. It's got a nice weight to it. I really just loved the vintageness that this one has. It's like a really beautiful creamy white color. It's not super bright, so that's what I think gives it that like old vintagey look. Plus it does have some like really slight distressing marks to it. And then this one is a brighter white, but it does have some like rustic tones and vibes to it, just with the distressed border there. This one was super simple. There's not much to it, but it still ties in with the seasonal vibes. Next up, I found these little wooden presents that have this beautiful galvanized metal ribbon and bow on top. So these open, they function as actual boxes, which I love. They're not just decor. And I was thinking about it, and you could really do 3 different things with this. So this could totally be used as a really, really beautiful gift box for somebody. So this in itself could be given as a gift, but it can also be used as like an actual gift box. So if you had something smaller that could fit inside of here, you could just stick it right inside of there and you're good to go. No wrapping, no gift bags. This in itself is a beautiful presentation. As for me, I'm going to be using this as home decor, which is obviously the second way that these can be used. An additional way, the third way that I will be getting use out of this is because these have storage. I will be placing some of our more fragile and our smaller Christmas decor items in here. Some delicate and small ornaments can fit inside of here, as well as like delicate little figurines, Christmas figurines. So these are awesome because they do add like protection for your breakables as long as they're small enough. While they are beautiful for decor purposes throughout the Christmas season, they also function as storage during the other 11 months of the year. So that is awesome. I love when I'm able to find things that kind of serve 2 purposes and I'm able to kind of stretch out my investment. So I love the beautiful natural looking wood. I really love the detail of the bow. I think the bow is such a generous and beautiful size. Like it looks just so pretty, I think. Next up, I found this little mini wooden Christmas tree. It's very tiny, it's nice and narrow. This will literally fit anywhere in my house that just needs a little extra pop of Christmas. This has a beautiful marble base to it, so that definitely gives it some weight. And then the main part of the tree has a beautiful like white wash to it. And then on the top here, it's just a like distressed looking star, which is another beautiful detail. I love that there are 3 different like elements to this tree, the metal star, the wood tree, and then the marble base, but they all work together so easily. Next up, I have this oversized storage basket. I really like this. I was looking for something that was really big and could fit a lot because I needed something for my kids' toys down in the basement. We wanted something that was kind of masculine while also being like some type of decor, and I thought that this was perfect. So the base of this is a black metal, and then it has this fabric lining with the plaid or the buffalo check print. It adds an element of coziness to the basement, I think. I also really like this because this is totally removable. So if this gets dirty, or if we ever come to the point where I am no longer feeling the buffalo check print vibe, I can easily just remove this and it will still be able to be used for its intended purpose of storage. Once my kids do get to the point where we don't need toys in every room of the house, I will be able to use this as like a little blanket holder or storage for something else really easily. It will just transition from the different seasons in our life. Here is my last find, and what I have here is this beautiful garland. Now to me, this looks so real. This did come from TJ Maxx. It was $30, so it was a bit more expensive than like typical garland. In my opinion, I totally can justify the price because of number 1, how long it is. It's super, super long. It's really thick, and I just think it looks so real, so much more real than any other garland I've personally ever come across. So I already set it up as soon as I got home because I was so excited, and I didn't want to take it down for the video. So here is what it looks like. It's just got such a beautiful deep green color to it. It even feels really real as well, which I think is awesome. And I can just tell that this is going to last me for so many years to come, which I just figured the price tag was more of like an investment. There you can see another part of it. It drapes downward naturally, and I just think it looks so beautiful and so real. All that it is really missing is that true pine scent, but other than that, I'm just obsessed with this. I love how it looks. The other thing I really liked about this is how easy it was to work with. So many garlands that I have used in the past are just so thick and kind of hard to position. I did not have that problem with this one at all. It just bends really easily. And then to hold it up, I just used some jute or some twine. It kind of blends in with the banister, and it kind of gives that like country charm look, I think. So again, hopefully I'm able to get up a whole home tour of this year's Christmas decor so I can share with you guys all the details. But here is like a quick little glimpse. So that about does it for this home haul. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you are not yet subscribed to my channel, please make sure to subscribe, join my YouTube family, and if you could please give this video a big thumbs up, I would really appreciate that as well.